Alright y'all, gonna make another lure making video here. Got a tourney this weekend. I'm about out of chatterbaits. So today we got to do it molds again. Poison tail jig. I like the 1/4 ounce. Here's your part number. What we will need is your hook, blade, one of these guys, and then these are the little keepers I like to use. I don't have a part number for that one. It's on Barlow's website though. But yeah, I'm gonna get my mold all heated up. Got my lead going already, and then we'll pour some chatterbaits. All right, so as I'm heating this mold, you do have to modify this to be able to open up the hook to get the blade in there. You definitely do want the blade attached to the hook so that way you get the best action and sound. And you want that blade to be hitting up against the jig head. A little more chatter. That should be good. I've been doing this for a minute. But yeah, if you look at that eye. Look at this eye, it's nice and clean. That's from the factory. This one's a little tore up. Took my Dremel to it to open it up, because whenever you open up the eye of the hook, it's obviously too big. And then to get that keeper on there, I just barely Dremeled this here. You can barely see it. It's perfect. No lead comes out, nothing. But you get that really good bait keeper on there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I kind of tore it up right there on that one, but it still works. Alright, so the hook I'm using is a 5/0 Mustad 328/886. I do like the 5/0 hook. And if you notice, it's closed, right? There's no way to get a blade in there. So I got a couple made up already. And this is open. It's real simple. You just take a punch, kind of like a drywall punch or something. Just set it on your wood. Stick it in there, and you just send it home with a hammer. You know, 3 or 4 hits, you got it opened up. Don't hit it too much though, because it will just flat out break, but that's about perfect. Alright, so we're going to take our hook, lay it in like so. Mold is very hot. Then our keeper. Don't want that soft plastic flying off. Like so. That's a pretty good spot. I like it to be down there a little ways. There we go. And if you notice, we got a big hole right here that we got to plug up, or the lead's just going to run right through it. So you take these, I don't know, looks like a nail, but set it in there like so. That looks good. Okay, now what you got to do is take your torch. And on the hook, I can probably turn that down actually. There we go. On the hook and the keeper, get that sucker red hot. A lot of times that'll actually stop the lead from getting all the way down there where it needs to be for the collar. And it'll dry too quickly and you won't get a full good pour. Alright, that Johnny's nice and hot. Alright, so I got everything all poured and cleaned up. Sometimes you gotta clean, I gotta clean some lead gets out of there, but got it all clean, good to go. Now before I paint them, I actually don't like any paint to get on the eye. Whenever the blade's in there and there's paint on it, I feel like it gets pinned, and then it just doesn't chatter, it doesn't swim, it's just kind of dead in the water. So what I do is I take a little bit of heat shrink. This is the quarter inch. Just cut off a little piece, put it on there, and then hit it with some heat. That way it'll keep most of the paint off, doesn't get it all, but I'll show you what I do after that. Doesn't take much heat, especially with these thicker colors. Oh, I say that and that wasn't nearly enough. Look how dusty that is. It's alright, back on this heat. There we go. Pretty cool. It'll smooth out a little bit in the oven. Alright, now this is my favorite flavor here. So we're going to do a watermelon base, a little bit of blue on the top, and then I'm going to do a belly in this new penny right here. So check this out. Not enough. There we go, that's better. Some blue on the top. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. And that new penny belly. Oh, baby, look at that. That is cool. Do a couple more. Alright, so we got them all painted up. Haven't baked them yet. Don't want to bake it until we clean these eyes, because it's super hard to get off afterwards. But look at that. Oh, baby. It's actually, bass are legally bound to eat this. Sheesh. But yeah, so let's get this off of here. See if the eye stayed clean or not. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. There we go. Pretty clean. Almost don't really need to do much to it, but I am just in case. So step 86. Just put a blade on there that you don't mind trashing. And just kind of work that paint off of there. There we go. That looks good. Yeah, won't have any issues with the blade, like when it's going through the water. If there's paint on there, sometimes it'll lodge itself, and then it just doesn't work very well. So super important to get that off of there. All right, so let's get the rest of these cleaned up. This next part is pretty self-explanatory. You just put the eye in the vise and close it with the hook or with the blade in there. Piece of cake. Okay, we are all done. Got the blades rigged up, skirts, eyes, all good to go. Here's that bluegill pattern. It's just an Okeechobee craw. My local tackle shop, they were out of I think it's called Army Blue Bars. That's my favorite color, but this is pretty close. Fish probably won't care about it. But that's the gill. And then here's the shad pattern. Turned out pretty good. I think it looks pretty darn good. So yeah, we'll see if the fish like them. Thanks for watching.